Howdy. Howdy, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Oh, how's it going? I felt like it was only yesterday we did this. Hey, Lindsay, how's it going? Always waiting for your videos. Ah, that's very kind, Azar. Thank you. Can't stand a design without a booming EDM. Absolutely. I've got me some slightly more relaxing Japanese-inspired music in my ears today. We've got some Ghost of Yotei. It's a video game coming out in October. Got the soundtrack music that they've released so far. Flipping love it. It's so cool. The first game had absolutely banging music. Like, oh man, some of the best. Oh, some of my favorite music in any video game ever. Yesterday was very fun, and I couldn't wait until he did another one. Yeah, I really enjoyed yesterday. I was quite exhausted after doing 5 logos in, like, what, an hour and a half, 2 hours? I was pretty tired. But I think I was actually quite tired anyway yesterday. I didn't realise how tired I was. But I, like, looking back at them, it was like, wow, that was really good. That was a really good session. And I think it's a good, like, exercise as well. Oh, absolutely, Matt. Yeah, the first game was just... even the world, like the art direction, the characters, playing it in Japanese instead of like I thought the English was really good, but playing it in Japanese, I don't know, it feels like it hits differently. Do you know what I mean? It's just such a good game, and the story and the way it all built up to that sort of crescendo at the end, it was very moving as far as the story goes. Yeah, I know. Is that... oh, what is it? The Kura Sarakawa? Sorry, I think I've just butchered the name. I know what you mean, yeah. The proper stylized version, like the old kind of samurai movies. Watching from Brazil. Hello, human from Brazil. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one. I really am. It's giving me Kill Bill vibes. I love a good revenge story. Oh, you playing Black Myth Wukong, Kerry? I gave it a go. I'm like a massive Souls fan, but I think I sort of didn't really give it a fair shot. I started playing it, and I just come off the back of the Elden Ring DLC, and I was like, I need me a break from some Souls-like games. I got to play something else for a bit. So I'm playing Ready or Not at the moment. It's like the SWAT game that just came out. Flipping amazing. So good. It's so good. It's what Rainbow Six should have been. Or was, like back in the day. If anyone played like Rainbow Six, Rogue Spear or Raven Shield, I'm dating myself now. We're going back 20 years. I'm 16, 17-year-old again. I'm 17-year-old Dan. Yes, exactly, Lindsay. We're going to do more ChatGPT briefs today. We're going to try and bang out another 5 logos, and we'll see what happens. I like to create, but I can't get ideas. How to be creative, please. Okay, good. Amazing. You're in the right place, because yesterday we did 5 logos and we had like 10 minutes for each logo. And then afterwards, I kind of stopped at 10 minutes and then did a bit more to each logo after. So like another 10, 15 minutes. Hey, Kea. And it's really good. It's like just a good exercise in creativity. And yesterday we got 5 pretty decent logos. I was happy with them, you know, considering the amount of time that wasn't spent on them. But today it's going to get interesting, because it's going to be 5 more logos. So it's just squeezing a little bit. We're going to squeeze like a sponge. I'm a sponge, and we're going to squeeze all that creativity out. I think Raquel's gone to lunch with her mum today, so we'll just have to say hi, Raquel, if you're watching this later, and hi, Raquel's mum. Moosh is here. Moosh! Da-da-da-da. Art graphic, hey. Paul's here. Sponge ski. Honestly, if I'm ever having like a bad day or a tough day, just going into the meme ski channel and just scrolling through, I can't help it. It elicits a giggle. You know, it's just a stream of utter Nonsense. There, Andrea's there. She's lurking. I've got a litre of iced coffee ready to watch you. Oh, a litre. A litre. What? A litre of... Oh, I want an iced coffee. Obviously, I've got my large Costa. Doesn't feel like a large. I don't know if that means that I'm becoming proper addicted. It feels like a medium, but it probably is a large. Becoming addicted. Who am I kidding? I'm addicted. Hey, Nick! We've almost got a full house. The key players have arrived. Okay. Right, let's get going. So, what I'm going to do is generate 5 briefs. I will share the Illustrator file in the chat. So I know some of you chat during the stream, and that's cool. But if some of you want to instead have a go and follow along as I do this and share your designs in the Discord at the end of each round, then what we'll do is we'll see if anyone submitted something and we can share them at the end and see what other people got. And yeah, let's make it slightly competitive. Let's get that competitive edge in there. Right. First, we need the old GPT. And we have to ask for some briefs. Hello, Monsieur GPT. We meet again. Oops. Please, can you give me 5 more logo design briefs? Kinda similar to what we did yesterday, because I'm back for more madness. Mwahahaha. Right, let's see what it says. And this is fun because I got no idea what I'm going to get. So, I'm Monsieur Dansky, back for another round of design chaos, I see. I love it. Here are 5 more logo briefs for your live stream madness. Playful, creative, and just the right side of tricky so you don't lose your mind live on air. Ha! We are far past that, Monsieur ChatGPT. Right, ooh, Luna and Bloom. Right, okay, let's get these. Copy them in. Oh, we're going to need a bit more space down. Actually, no, let's just shrink the size down. There we go. We'll ignore the weird line breaks. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Luna and Bluma. Right, just give me a sec while I paste these in. Bite night. Bite. You've got the word bite in there again. Hang on a second. Pause and provision. This is this is very similar. No. This is very similar to yesterday. This is too similar to yesterday. You fool. I caught red-handed, recycling my own brilliance like a lazy raccoon. What? I'm not that similar. Oh, it's funny. I caught you red-handed like a lazy raccoon. That is hilarious. Oh, dear me. Right, okay. Crumb Lord. Okay, that is the first one. Right. Duck Detective. Oh, this is okay. This is interesting. I'm going to give myself 15 minutes today, so it's less rushed, and hopefully we can squeeze out some slightly more creative ideas with slightly less panic. We shall see, though. All right. Okay. Mild panic. Excellent. Well, that's a this is the midway point. This is where mild panic is going to set in. So there we go. That brand is a foreshadowing of what's to come. Void beans. Very interesting. Okay, and number 5, Soggy Goblin. What the hell is that? Oh my goodness. I don't even want to know what a soggy goblin is. Jeez, that's definitely a thing. Not that I would know what it is, me and my innocent mind. Anyway, right, I'm going to share this in the Discord. So if anyone does want to quietly follow along and beaver away at their own designs, Soggy Goblin, what the hell? Okay, right, there's the AI file. So we'll give it a minute if anyone does want to follow along, and then we're going to have to set the timer. Yeah, I thought I would just... A few people were asking... I know some people kind of join later as we're doing these, and a few people did ask for the briefs, so at least I can just kind of point them to the Discord now. And if anyone's interested in checking out the Pro Designer Mentorship and you want to learn how to design logos and all that stuff along with me, then I've actually been smart now. I've pinned a link to the program at the top of the stream on the chat. Why I didn't do this sooner, I got no idea. Oh, this will be fun. Duck Detective. My chat GPT is sassy. I know. It's I think no, I tried to get it to name itself, Moosh. I think we talked about it a while ago, and I was like, I'm gonna get it to give itself a name. And it called itself Chatty. And I said, no, that's crap. Chatty? Really? Oh, so. And then it gave me a few other names, and I thought they were a bit rubbish. But yeah, it's very sassy. It's because it has to put up with me. There's a reason I'm nicknamed Captain Sassy Pants in this house. Oh, no. Oh, you got a meeting. No. Pixel's a great name. That's cool. Soggy Goblin. What, call my chat GPT Soggy Goblin? I could call it Mr. McSass. I quite like that. Oh dear. Right. It is time. It's a good start, Dan. I've closed the file down already. Okay. Ha. Number 1. Right, so I'm going to read the brief. Take 10 seconds to digest whatever thoughts may or may not come into my mind, and then we're gonna go for it. Go for it? Go for it. Yeah, we're gonna go for it. Like a gopher. Because that's what I am. Yeah, Mr. McSassy Pants. I like it. It's like that kid's cartoon that my boys sometimes watch called Captain Underpants. It's great. Mr. McSassy Trousers for the non-US folks. Yeah, it doesn't quite have the same ring to it, does it? Hey, Dilshan. How's it going, dude? Okay. You know Captain Underpants. Oh, it's so good. Right. Brief number 1. Crumb Lord. It's making me think of Crumble the cat, but where is he anyway? No idea. Industry. Gourmet toast pop-up. What the hell is that? What is gourmet toast pop-up? Vibe. Edgy, iconic, deliciously smug. Description. A tiny but wildly popular toast-only street food stall that takes bread way too seriously. Logo direction. Think regal meets ridiculous. Maybe a slice of toast with a crown. Could go vintage, bad style, or ultra modern and sarcastic. What? Toast only street food stall that takes bread way too seriously. Okay, I've got an idea of like a piece of bread or toast with a pair of sunglasses looking pretty smug. Okay, we're just going to go for it. I've got no idea. I could sit here and think about it all day. But we're just going to have to dive in. Oh, this is harder than yesterday. Right, so first of all, I'm going to go on Google. In fact, let's bring this up so you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to do a search for toast icon. So we're just going to get the characteristics of icons. Okay, so rounded body, oval, ellipse for the top. Cool, nice and simple. Emoji expressions. So let's see how smug. That one. Sunglasses. So we're just going to try and very quickly grab some reference images. That's cool. I like that. Probably should have grabbed some toast. Or just grab anything. Oh, this sort of style, this 3D style might work quite well. Yeah, there we go. You see it's got that kind of same style around the edge. I'm really liking that, but a bit more smug. Let's type in smug. Is it kawaii? Oh, I spelled that wrong. Kawaii? Oh, yes. This is what I want. Cutesy faces. Smug. I know you're behind me. Oh, it's my mum. It's my mum! What are you doing? I'm live. Hello. Hang on. We're going to pause the timer. You all right?
I was trying to sneak in. Whose is that car
What?
on the drive?
Poppy's dad.
Oh, they gone out.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to offload my crate.
No, she's not outside the window. She's right here. She's right here. We're doing a logo design thing.
Oh.
So crate offloading is going to have to wait, unfortunately. Yeah, we're doing logos. Sorry, we've paused the timer. You all right?
Yeah, I just need to get that thing off, but I'll drag it to the front garden.
If you just stick it outside, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
sort the rest out.
Okay, I'll leave you to it.
All right. See you later. Bye.
Bye, bye.
Oh, they say hi.
Hello, everybody. It's Mummy.
Oh, hang on. Let's change the camera. Hang on.
Oh, really?
Oh, Raquel's going to be sad. She missed you. The camera's over there.
Oh. Where do I look? In there?
It's over there. Yeah. She's looking at the screen.
They're by there.
Mama ski.
How do I get my front view?
Are you lost, love?
Hang on.
Oh dear. You have to say hello to Raquel because she's not here at the minute, but she might be here later.
Hello, Raquel. Sorry I missed you. Just come to annoy Dan, but I'm going now.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, they like your t-shirt, Pink Floyd.
Oh, yes.
Mama Dansky. Pink Floyd.
See you later.
That's assault.
That's right. Sue me.
I will.
Take me to court.
I will.
Bye.
Legal action pending.
Love you.
Yeah, love you. See you later. Bye. I thought that was Poppy then. Oh my goodness, that was so funny. Right. Okay, we'll start the timer again. Okay, we've got 13 minutes. Oh, that was funny. Slap him harder. Cheers, Kerry. Thank you, mate. Yeah. Oh, this is it. Badass. Right. Okie dokie. This is going to be more illustrative. Font, I have no idea. Loving the bread shape. So we're going to start with something like this. Sunglasses. Face expression. What's it called again? I've totally forgotten. Crumb Lord. Oh, gotta have glasses. Crumb Lord. I like the expression on this character here. So we'll try and get some similar glasses. We will do this properly. Just got to get the What face? I mean, maybe just a little one of those, or a smug. Yeah, that could be it. And we could even give him some hair. Oh, there we go. Looking fly, my dude. Gourmet toast proper, edgy, iconic, deliciously smug. A tiny but wildly popular. Regal meets ridiculous. Well, we're not really regal, but we're definitely ridiculous. Slice of toast with slice of toast with a crown. Okay, so maybe we'll scrap the hair and go crown. But we haven't got time to muck around with that. We're going to have to start implementing. Otherwise, I'm going to do what I did yesterday and run out of time. So we're going to do that. We'll combine them together as a compound path. And that way I can edit this in real time. Whoops. Nice. And then glasses. It's that sort of shape. I love that shape. So how are we going to do this, Dan? We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Round them off, and we'll see if we can stick a bulge on there. No, inflate. Like that. We'll expand it, because that looks crap, and then we'll smooth it out. Better. Better, not perfect, but we'll work with it. Slightly adjust the rotation. I like the little lines on the glasses. Swap it round. Keyboard shortcuts don't seem to work when I have a tablet connected. They're like, you have to like smash the buttons repeatedly. All right. Let's thicken that up. I do wonder if it needs more of a hand-drawn style. I feel like my sort of clean, everything needs to be front-on styles, not really going to work as well. I'm going to try something different. We're going to do that. And let's try this. Combine them together. Oh, maybe bring them in, actually. No, scrap that. This is cool. Crown. Expression. We've got the other one as well. We've got the kind of half circle eyes. That's quite funny. I do like that one. Smug. Let's do the line work first. Like, I don't do a lot of illustration stuff, so having like references to expressions in particular are really helpful. Right. Alright, let's chunk you up. take that off. There we go. There we go. Shrink that down. And then the eyes. How do the eyes look? So they're black as well, aren't they? For that style. And then we've got the little white eye and then the little glint. Let's try duplicating it. God, we've got to get to a font yet as well. There's the kicker light. There we go. That could work. We'll drop that in, see how it looks. How are we doing for time? 6 minutes. Oh. Yeah, thicker edge. Shape's not quite right. I feel like maybe the face needs to come down a bit, or does it go up? I don't know. Got to get the crown yet as well. How do we put a crown on a piece of bread? Let's get the head of the bread. Head of the bread? Let's make that a bit smaller. That's a better shape. Let's group the eyes together. Centrally align it. Crown. Oh, I feel like a little... I got an idea. Like a little crown on top to one side. Let's scale that down. Like that. Something like that. Hmm. Oh, has someone super chatted? Oh, thank you very much. We can't see anything. Oh, flipping heck. Sorry. Sorry. My mum derailed me. We're back. We're back. My bad. We've got 3 minutes. Oh dear. All right, let's try the glasses. Oh dear. Turkish shoes galore. It's just kind of standard, really, isn't it? All right. There we go. Oh, that's got potential. I think we could make the glasses a bit more oversized, actually. We could really use that to sort of fill some of that space. Bread texture. I need like a bread texture. Oh, I like the double thing on the side as well, actually. Hang on, how can we do that in a really easy way? Like that. We'll go with black, and then the one on top, set that to white. One minute 33 to pick a font. This is horrific. We're going to pick white as a stroke outline. We're going to set it to the outside. Chop that bit away there. We've not got the crown in there, but we've got some sassy bread. And we need a font. Crumb Lord. 40 seconds to pick a font. Help! Oh, no. Quick, my brain. New rubric. Medium. Edge. Different. Semi-bold. Bold. Ah! Oh, Crumb Lord. 20 seconds. Lord is going to be in caps. Way bigger. Centrally align. Bring it down. Centrally aligned. 7 seconds. Ah, there we go. That is it. Crumb Lord. I'm sorry, Lindsay. Are you feeling the stress as well? Oh, God, man. Well, all things considered, I'm okay with that. I really was not. I was not feeling this. This expression was way off. It's funny, but the glasses, we just got a bit more sass in there. We'll do a little bit more on it in a sec. But yeah. Whew. It is. The whole point of it, Juliana, is really it's just a challenge. You know, it's just, it doesn't matter if we end up, there's a good chance that we get to the end of this and there isn't a logo. You know, that is just, it's okay. It's fine. You know, I honestly, I don't care. I would love to be able to have a logo at the end of every 15-minute slot, but if it doesn't happen, who cares? You know, it's just an exercise in creativity and just as long as you keep going. So if you're stuck creatively, you can take a break, go outside and relax and recharge. But sometimes just do things. Just keep doing things, trying things. And you might stumble across something. Like in this example, as soon as I just dropped the glasses in, it was like, oh, okay. And then that kind of whole double-edged, sort of thicker drop shadow style, which I'm going to do a bit more on in a sec properly. It was like, oh yeah, there we go. That's cool. And it just sort of clicked then. I was like, okay, I'm onto something now. Whereas I wasn't sure before. Yeah, the bread sits on top like a lord. What a lovely toast. Yeah. Oh, Raquel, you might want to wind back a minute. My mum randomly came in and surprised me and everyone. And just we said hello to you and your mum. She just appeared behind me. And I was like, Mum, you're live. We're on stream. Oh. Oh, dear. Yeah, apologies for the screen technical issues. Oh, funny. Don't yeah, if anyone, what I am doing at the moment, I am recording my screen separately to the stream, so I'm going to try and if I can take each of the designs and then I can slice them up into content. So if you missed what was it? If you missed the process of me doing this stuff here, don't worry, I've got that recorded, and I'm going to try and make some video stuff out of it separately to sort of post on the channel. You know, because not everyone likes watching big old long live streams, but if I can show that process in 3, 4, 5 minutes, I think that would be really cool as well for people who maybe haven't got as much time. Okay, right, let's do a little bit more on it and then we'll move on to the next one. Well, happy birthday for when your birthday is, Captain Crim. It's a great name, by the way. Love it. Okie dokie. Right, so that's what we got to. Let's duplicate it down here. So the first thing I'm going to do is add some more detail to the bread. So let's get that bread icon back. I didn't save a copy of it. There was one in particular, like little dots. Icons are great. They're so great as references because they're just distilled forms of things. So very, very simplified forms. And if you're trying to do like a minimal clean logo, it can be a really good source of inspiration. Okay, yeah, I think the bread, right. So the glasses and everything, that's fine. It's just the bread, isn't it? That we'll group that. We'll move it out. And we'll just reshape the bread. There we go. Something's gone a bit weird down the bottom there. That's fine. We'll remake it. We'll remake it. Oh, what about a squircle? That could be quite a fun shape. We'll do a warp. Does it inflate? Could be a bit more fun, but we'll try it. And not sure. Prop you back in there. We'll spread you out. That's a bit better. Okay, no, I think I like the straight bread. We'll just make sure it's centrally aligned, which it is not. There we go. I like that. That's fine. Now we've got to give it like a drop shadow effect. What's the easiest way to do that, Dan? And do it cleanly. Well, first of all, let's stick a copy of that there. We're just going to go and expand the appearance. Merge it together. So this is now one shape. Select it and let's try and make a blend. pop that on top. Yeah, nice. Oh, I love this music so much. Sometimes it is just moving things around and just you'll know when it looks right. There we go, got the oversized face. Might have to bring that down now. I think I've shrunk the bread a wee bit. And I think we could just make some little cuts here as well. There we go, let's bring it in. Just get this in roughly the right place. Just to kind of see how it looks. Nice. Ah, yeah, this one's way too big. Yeah, we could even taper this one off, actually. We'll do something like this. Oh, no, that looks crap. That doesn't look as good as I thought it would. Alright, let's bring you round. Yeah, so we're just using these white lines just to kind of mark out where these cuts are going to be, and we can sort of get an idea of how it's going to look. And then a crown. I want a little crown. I'm going to search for... Let's bring this up so you can see. Crown icon. I want like a little crown, like... Actually, no. Little hat. Like I've seen that on a lot of characters. Yeah, like this sort of thing. A little hat on the side. That could be regal. Yeah, the brief said crown, but we could go top hat. This could be good as well. Oh, actually, that could be very good. Yeah, I feel like that sort of thing could be really good. Right, let's just try using this one. All we've got to do is just do half. And, yeah, we'll add some circles here. One. And make sure we get them right on the point. There we go. Stroke might be a bit thick, but that's fine. We can change that. We'll reflect it. And then we just got to connect these points up. Around the corners. Let's go for a 6-point stroke weight. There's 6 already. Cool. We got a crown. Let's give it a white background. Just we could have it. Just got to try and position it right. That looks a little bit weird. Dude is designer Bob Ross. It looks more like a mushroom. No. Yeah, so I think having Having the lines in some parts is cool, but maybe not all of the parts. That could look a bit more smug, which I do quite like. And we could leave the hat open as well. Hat? The crown, that one. So we could do something like that and embed it actually in the bread head. Or we could have the crown central, maybe. It's tricky to put a crown on a piece of bread. Unless we send it behind. And then that does look a bit odd. All hail the bread king. The top hat idea. Yeah, what was that top hat? Little crown. It was like a top hat, wasn't it? Let's try it. Let's not write it off just yet, which is quite easy to make as well. And I think with a top hat, you could have it sit on top of the head a bit more. So we'll do that. Scale this in. We'll draw the top and then round the corners. There we go. And then we just got to do that. Little. There we go. And for that bit, we're just going to do an ellipse, double it up. And just make a copy there. Get rid of everything except this piece here. Yeah, perfect. Good enough for now, anyway. All right, let's move crown out. Put little top hat on. There we go, little rotation. Scale it down. I feel like the bread should rotate as well. I feel like sometimes having the whole thing straight and then one bit dynamic can look a bit odd. Let's rotate the bread by go 11 degrees. And we'll do a stroke on the outside of that shape. Bold Lord. Maybe it should have the crown then. If it looks bold. Yeah. Oh dear. Let's just try this. What about some inner detailing on the bread as well? 3-point stroke weight. We'll just see how this looks. Or maybe some little bread-like spots. So just kind of like this. Rotate it round. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm not sure if we do need the crown back. I don't know. It feels weird. I mean, Crumb Lord. This is we can tighten this up a little bit. I want the tracking to be a bit tighter on the larger word. We'll nudge this closer together so it's real, just one sort of block, and then move that out. I'm pretty happy with the type actually. I could play around with more fonts, but I think I'm okay with that. Maybe just the size. Maybe bring that down. Oh, it feels like it's just missing like one thing. Like I feel like it's great. It's something. Even if the mouth could change. We could go for we could go for like that. I'm not sure about these. Instead of bread, they look like it could be like spots or acne or something. We could go with a slightly thinner weight for little details. What is it, Dan, that's not looking right? Is it this border? Does it need to come away a bit more? What about... Oh, that... that could work, but maybe... Ah, maybe adjust the position. Butter-shaped hat. Butter stuff. The side smile is nice. A bit more smug. Sorry, I don't know why my Illustrator is jumping around. Yeah, you sort of need that separation, I think. What about if I did something like this? It's just trying to make the stroke around the edge less perfect and too precise. A little tiny hat. So difficult. Just fiddling with the details. Even the glasses. Like, let's try a different style. Let's try something completely different. And we'll grab these. There we go. Pop them down there. Sometimes taking elements away makes it easier to kind of see what you do and don't like and which bits work. Like, I like the shape of the bread. You see how different glasses just changes the whole vibe. Right, we'll align that to the outside. Going for 6, so we're kind of working with a consistent weight. This line here, we're going to bring that outside the group. An overly strong chin. That slide is thick. I kind of want to give him some hair, if I'm honest. Like a cool little tuft of hair or something. Yeah, something a bit like that. I feel like would look kind of cool. Less regal, but just a bit more attitude. And we'll curve those around. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with where this is heading. I don't want to spend like forever on it, which I definitely could do. Oh, funny. Looks nerdy rather than mischief. Yeah. I see what you're saying. We can change that pretty easily, though, by grabbing these points. Bringing them down. In fact, the lower we go. Oh. You can see we bring them, like, pretty flat on top. That's probably a bit better, I think. And yeah. Oh, the hair being rounded looks a bit... It's not ideal. And yeah, you can see without that doubling up, it changes the whole thing. It looks way better, kind of doubled up. I just need to kind of hide it over here a bit. Or instead, we move it back down to the bottom. Although I think it looks better at the top. Or do we do it on the side? Right, I'm gonna have to call it soon, because otherwise we're gonna drag this out way too long. He's gone back to the crown. Crown or no crown? Oh, I can't decide. I can't decide whether to give him no crown or not. Maybe we need the oversized glasses. Maybe that's a bit more Crumb Lord. We've got the other mouth over there. Oh, funny. I do like that. I feel just like it needs just a couple of bread-like details, but I'm not sure what. We could just try and do like a negative offset on the path. Just to kind of, do you know what I mean? Outline the sort of crust of the bread. And then just drop that down. Just so it looks a bit more bread-like, maybe. And then we've got another weight in there that we could use to drop some of these other elements down to. That one, we'll drop them down to 3. 1, 2, 3. So we've got like a thicker border and then slightly thinner details. And then we could have a slight weight variation, lean into that. Or we just keep everything thicker. Oh, we're going to have to move on in a sec. I've got another 4 to do yet. Crumb Lord, right. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there because I could refine this forever. But we'll just pop the glasses down. Yeah, move these little things, get them a little bit closer. And yeah, there we go. Get them looking very similar. Oh, the only other thing I really do want to fix is the line at the top. So how do I do that? That's not going to do anything. So let's go back to this. We'll copy, paste. Copy, paste. Fill both of these with black. Create a blend. And we'll set that to 10. And then we can just move it in. Yeah, there we go. All right. I just did it a little bit better there. It was a bit rushed before. And that's going to be it on this one, I think. We could refine that forever. We just need to throw some color in there real quick. Or do we? Maybe black and white. Just otherwise we'll be refining and refining forever. Bit closer. Yeah, there we go. Crumb Lord. Yeah, I think I probably would add some smaller other bread-like details, but it would just take time to refine it and get it looking good, I think. I think I'd probably want to have like a slightly edgier font as well and do something a bit more maybe like that. Do you know what I mean? But maybe I'll play around with it a bit more later on. But for now, let's kind of get it mocked up onto something and just get a final look at it. We've just got to expand everything now. There we go. Oh, this is horrific. So now we're just going to knock everything out very carefully with the shape builder tool. Oh, well, that is going to be horrific, actually. Okay, probably want to break this into different pieces then. So we'll expand that first, unite that together. We'll work on the glasses separately. Oh, this is tricky, actually. So now we've got to knock this out. Just go through the white. It always makes it a lot easier when you knock out the white first. Oh, I've got some strokes still left in there. Got to expand everything all the way. Expand, expand, expand. Just keep expanding until you can't expand any further, is like my rule of thumb. So let's just go knock out the white. We could just swap the colors around, but then if we wanted to try other background colors beyond just a black or something, we're just going to have to then keep changing the colors. So it does make sense to kind of go this extra step. Just knocking out the white. Yes, you're good. Everything good, 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 good. Knock it out. And then you're left with all this kind of mess, and we should just be able to unite that together. And then it's just boom, clean. So the shape builder tool is really good for intricately knocking the color out, the white or whatever, the background color, where you want it to be transparent. And then unite is good for just combining it all together. And then now we can just move all of this in, and you can see it's got one single solid fill color. And then we can just get a good look at it on the background. I think it actually works out better on a light background. But like I said, I can go and change the color now. So we could go and do something like this. Crumb Lord. There we go. Punchy yellow. Gourmet toast pop-up. Hey, Zakir. Oh. We could try a different color as well to go with that. Something outrageous. There we go. Gourmet blue. Or purple. Or brown. I'm not sure if this is what you meant, Paul. Like that sort of use of brown. I quite like an outrageous color, actually. Like a purple or something. Is that a bit too much? Crumb Lord. The yellow looks good. Oh dear. Why not? Yellow and purple. You visiting Bangladesh? I've not got it on my calendar, but maybe one day. Yeah, it's not normally what I would go for, Lindsay, but I feel like it's just such a smug, sassy design. Edgy. Oh, I mean, there's so much more I would do to this. I would really work on the expression as well. And just get more character into the character. I love the shape of the bread. It would be the glasses in the mouth and then the overall angle of the whole thing. I mean, let's just see what it looks like with the other mouth. But getting it perfect, this isn't the name of the game. I know I'm actually trying to get it as close to perfect here as possible, ironically, which contradicts what I just said. But yeah, maybe that mouth, maybe that one. We're just gonna have to let it go. We'll let it go. Yeah, well, I mean, it's like with the Inspired Life design, you know, that's taken hours, days, and a lot of work. Yeah, I think the type for this would be the easiest bit. There's so many cool fonts out there. Maybe something a bit more distressed would be cool. It would just be the character. My design style is less illustrative and like cool character driven. I feel like Moosh would have a really good style for this. Moosh has got a really nice illustrative style. And I've seen some of her work before, and it's got a pretty badass kind of aesthetic to it. And so I feel like it would be a case of just not trying to be so perfect with everything. You know, like I've designed the character here and this mark, but it's all like straight and horizontal and precise. And I feel like sometimes Andrea as well. If you're Andrea, if you're lurking, I'd like to see how you would tackle this, because you've got a really good illustrative style. And yeah, there's so much you could. Oh yeah, like no, I'm getting carried away. Come on, Dan, you're breaking your own rules, son. I'm just trying to make a point. I think you could kind of do something just really. Oh, just really cool with it. And just make it a little bit more. Use angles to kind of mix it up a little bit. Whereas at the moment, it's a good start, but it's just a little bit too. Everything nicely presented, boxy. But we're going to move on, because I could spend forever working on that. So, next up. Duck Detective. Kids mystery themed mobile game. Okay, kids themed mystery mobile game. Quirky, fun, slightly noir. A cartoon duck who solves. Oh, why is it another bloody caricature thing? With a magnifying glass and a trench coat. Logo direction, character based. Duck in. Oh, not another flipping character. God. Play with detective tropes, animal charm. Bonus points if it could work on an app icon. Okay. Right. Duck Detective. Well, the thing that immediately comes to mind is a duck in a magnifying glass. How do we fit a duck's face in a magnifying glass? Like a duck with a big eye up against the magnifying glass. That's what I'm going to go with. 15 minutes. Let's go. So I need a duck. I need a duck. Duck icon. Simplified duck. What's a good duck? With a big eye. Oh, there's a front on duck. Does look a bit odd. I think ducks are more recognizable from the side. Circular head, we could use that to fit within the magnifying glass. Needs to be fun for kids. Yeah, front on, it's a bit weird. Let's try this one. Duck Detective. Again, this is going to be very driven by the kind of mark itself. So, let's go there. We'll do that. Paste. We're going to go magnifying glass. Then a handle. Actually, let's get rid of the double line thing. It's a bit too much for the minute. Shorter handle, so it's a bit more contained. And this is our duck's head. So we've got a nice little duck shape here. Duck shape, beak shape. There we go. That'll do. And we've got his eye. We could have him coming out of the magnifying glass, which would be kind of cool. So, inside... And we could thicken up the magnifying glass stroke, so that becomes a bit more prominent. And... Duck is kind of reaching outside. And this beak is going to need some work, so we're going to pen tool it. I like this shape. The shape's pretty nice. Let's see if we can do this like this. Ah. Oh. Bum, bum, bum. Well, a duck walked up to a lemonade stand. Oh, I should have put an extra point in there. Put it there. Yeah, there we go. And then maybe one more there. Doo-doo. Let's round you off. And then bring that up a bit shorter. Yeah, there we go. There we go, that's a little bit better. Wah, wah. Probably make this a bit smaller, actually. Oh, no. Too small. There we go. Oh, I feel like one of these circles is not... Yeah, it's this one. God, I really have to smash the shift key on my laptop when I've got the tablet plugged up. I don't know why. No idea why. Maybe he could have a little tuft. We are. Yes, we are. We'll need some color as well, I think. I think we need to make it a little bit cuter. We need to make it cuter. Let's give him a little hair tuft. A little tufty bit of hair. There we go. Oh, looks a bit like an onion. Right. We could throw some color in there. Let's just see how it looks. And then maybe instead of black for the stroke, go with a darker color. Something like that. Yeah, it's an idea. It's... Oh, 5 minutes. I forgot. I even had a timer. I'll try a version without the strokes. Why not? That's a good point, Raquel. We could try that. It's that same eye again. Goodness sake. It's the same sassy, suspicious eye. Oh no. Oh, now he looks angry. Now he looks sad, confused. Oh, that looks a bit odd. A little break in it could be kind of cool. Hmm. Oh, it's difficult. That look is... Are you kidding me? Yeah. More cutesy. Maybe we should go back to this version. Get the black and white version right. I mean, we could try... Yeah, giant... Proper little Puss in Boots kind of eye. It does look a bit more cute, doesn't it? Hmm. Then I guess we can experiment with size with the little lights in the eyes. Maybe this line up here could run that parallel to this. I don't want to get too hung up on the details, but see, that actually makes it look weird. Distorted the duck's face a little bit. Oh crap, I got a minute. Oh no. Font! Someone shout out font! Please! Oh, done it again. I just get so distracted. Duck Detective. No, not Comic Sans. You're not helping. Paul, this is serious. Duck. Duck Detective. Oh, flippin' heck. Damn you, Paul. Damn you, Paul. Oh. Sake. Ugh. I gotta pick a better font than that. Ideally would work as an app icon. Yeah, I feel like this could work as an app icon. I think I prefer this one, actually. That could be kind of a bit more cutesy. Oh, I've got an idea. The duck's head or neck could then go into the magnifying glass. That could be kind of cool. How I'm going to do that, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe copy this and mirror those shape properties. Oh, actually, maybe the duck's neck becomes the magnifying glass. Or is that weird? I'm not sure. Copy. Hmm. Maybe a slightly smaller beak. I think the normal eye is a bit more suitable. Bring that up. And maybe we could get that inside an app icon. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not my favorite thing I've ever done. You think that looks cool? Check Andrew's bread on Discord. Okay, I gotta check that out. Yes! Nice. I like that. Hang on. Let me whip this up. It's just got more personality, more... Yeah, I love that. That's so cool. Yeah, I think a lot of it's about the expression. I like the big brain bread shape. Yeah, the eyes, the mouth, the eyebrows, the shape of the eyes. I like the crown as well. That's cool. It's a nice sort of minimal crown. Really cool colors. Oh yeah, I think Duck Detective in Comic Sans. That's we're just got to move on from that. I think. Big brain bed bread. That'll be fun. Yeah, the crown's cool. Oh, right. I've forgotten the next one. Please. Oh no, there's Soggy Goblin as well. Please give me something more corporate. Mild panic. Oh no. This was very aptly named. The creative studio, a real one. Totally chaotic team. Okay. Rebellious, productive mess. A designer who thrives in chaos but somehow pulls off brilliant work. Embrace the contradiction. Clean and messy elements. Maybe a soft pastel palette with a jarring symbol or wonky typography. Okay, this could be more type-led. I've got the idea of combining something, some sort of symbol, into the type. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, this could be fun. Right. Panic sounds like my life. Yeah, you and me both, Juliana. If anyone would like to join the community, by the way, our Discord, there's a link in the stream description, and I've got my Pro Designer mentorship linked at the top of the chat. So if you want to learn how to design professionally, oh, Jesus. If you want to learn how to design professionally, then that is there. Sorry, the child just came in as well. Right. Oh, let's go. 15 minutes. Boosh. Mild panic. All right, I'm not asking for font suggestions anymore. No, type the words in the thing down, not the font. Ah, Comic Sans, go away. Mild panic. Right, I'm feeling uppercase on this one. I don't know why. Mild panic. Okay, what is this type of symbol? Chaos. Ugh. Panic? Okay, yeah. Exclamation marks. No, I got an idea, I got an idea. I got an idea. There we go. It looks a bit crap now, but if I pick a good font, we could do something cool with it. We could like change that to like an @ symbol and mess up the words and all sorts. I want something sort of, oh, I don't know what the style is, what you'd call it. I mean, do we mix horrific styles together? Chaos, right? Mix styles that wouldn't go together. No, that's not quite what I want. That could be useful. Maybe a slab serif, yeah. I've got a style in my head, but I'm not sure how to describe it.
Hello.
It's a little bit angular like that.
Hello.
Hey, ooh, that could be cool. Angles. Yeah, there's a slabber dabber. Let's grab that as well. Oh, that could be cool. No, fan's fine. Mild pat. That's more what I'm looking for. How long we got? 11.5 minutes. Yeah. I think that is very much along the lines of what I'm looking for. Sherry bon regular. Right. Okay. Mild panic. What was the brief again? Right. Creative studio. Maximalist, rebellious, productive mess, chaotic team, design agency. Jarring symbol. Let's flip that the other way up, like a person. Person, mild panic. What could we do? Oh, I had an idea then. Maybe outlining the text. To the outside. Something like this. A couple letters just need nudging over a bit. Ooh, I kind of like that. A bit more chaotic size. Yep, size-wise, we've got to do something. This one is asking to be lined up nicely. Yeah, fill in that little bit there. GTA vibes, yeah, a little bit. $9 minutes. Something like that to just sort of... The logo itself isn't straight, so I've introduced these elements to try and create more of a boxy nature to straighten it out a bit, which will help with aligning stuff. In fact, let's throw down a box. Let's use a real box. Okay. Alright. So we're going to do that. Let's add a couple more points on there. There we go. It's got a little bit more of a proper actual square vibe. Yeah, what even is it? Oh yeah, Sherry Bong. And the other idea is chaos. Absolute, complete and utter chaos. Well, this is very different. 5 minutes. In a cowboy. I mean, there's definitely some panic here. You could tell. It's just getting everything in the right place. Hmm. That's going to take a little while for me to get that right. Rebellious, productive mess. A design agency. Oh, I got an idea. What about if we switch this out for something slightly different? Oh, that could be cool. And then obviously get that letter in front. All right. Bring it down a bit. Yeah, there we go. And I can fill in that gap. This is fun. Always learning what to do. Catch you later, Juliana. Yeah, it's a 15-minute challenge, Flex. A Jenga tower that's about to crash, but not quite. 2 minutes. Right. We've got to get some colors in here. We're out of time. This is probably a better one for the color palette I used at the beginning. Chaos. What is a chaotic color palette? Red. Well, there's obviously going to be yellow in there. I want to throw in some yellow. It's giving me Lego vibes. I'm thinking purple and green for some reason. I don't know why. No, maybe back to that. Oh, I got an idea. Oh, I can't get it to do what I want. Why is it not? I'll have to do it in a minute. Right, that is time on that one. Why are you... Oh, I've got different stroke types, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's what I wanted. It's all right. I think the colours aren't quite right. What font? Cherry Bon. Cherry and then Bon regular. Yeah. Yeah, I think the colour was the wrong move. Something. Let's try it. Ah, yeah, that's a bit better. I'm liking that a bit more. And then I can fill in some of these gaps to kind of define the lightning strike and a few other elements a bit more. Yeah, we'll fill that in. Yeah, that's all right. In fact, let me copy that a sec. I'll go back to where I finished on the thing. Paste that in. There we go. So that's where I finished with the timer. And then that's the slightly refined one. Just to let you know that if anyone's joined recently, if you do want to have a go at these and follow along, I'll check the Discord and see if there's any to review at the end, and we'll just kind of go through some of them. Oh, we could actually. This is going to help the lightning strike stand out a lot better. Hmm. Oh. I'm not sure if I like the filled in bits. I think I might naturally move this over a bit. Yeah, maybe cutting into the M a little bit. There we go. Let's flatten that top bit. Yeah, I get a bit funny with these little bits. If you fill one in, it feels like you should fill the others. I don't know. Yeah, maybe we'll go with that. I mean, that is chaotic. Yeah, let's give it a go. Oh, actually, that looks quite nice on a white background. Oh, that's a bit easier to read. Makes it a bit easier to... Hmm. I feel like that's actually a bit easier to read. And we could make that fill the width a bit more. What the flippin' X going on? I think Illustrator's gone a bit weird. Hmm. Okay, there we go. Don't know what happened there. Right, let's expand it all. Oh, goodness. Oh, yuck. How are we going to do this? Okay, we might. Hmm. Let's select all of the yellow. We'll combine that. I think it's going to be less horrific than trying to select all the black. Then we should be able to select all these shapes, cut them, leave behind that disgusting mess, and then paste it back in clean. That's fine. We can get rid of that. Connect this up. Just check. It does make it a bit easier to play around with colors now. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. I feel like it's just got a bit more clarity with it flipped round without being a stroke. Yeah, electric. It's reminding me of like rhubarb and custard sweets. Little squashy sweets. Yeah. So there's our 15-minute version and a little bit of tweaking on the execution. It's funny, sometimes you can work on like a linear design, you flip the colors around and it's like, oh wow, I can actually read that way better. All right. Let's just make a bit of space. Okay, final one. Oh, hello. Have you been asleep? Have you fallen asleep again? Oh, bless her. Poppy's asleep. Yeah, I mean, this artboard here, I can feel the panic in the design. What else have we done so far? Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, Crumb Lord. The palette. I think I would go back and I would change the palette on that one. Just looking at it now. I'm gonna... I don't know, yeah. I feel like this one, I really want to play around with that some more. I'm not saying this is the right move for the palette. But I feel, yeah, this one, I want to play around with that. That one is, I don't want to talk about that one. This one's kind of cool. I like that. I could see that in a website header with a very kind of funky, edgy website. Creative Studio. Rhubarb and custard. Yeah, the first one does need it to be more regal. I'm actually really happy with this one. I do think that is really cool. Like if that were a website header, I could see that working really well. Queen Poppy?
It's me.
She's out of it. She is out of it.
Chasing the boys in the park.
Nice. Did you catch him?
Yeah.
Or a band logo? Yeah, maybe even a band logo, actually. Void Beans. Cosmic Coffee. Well, at least it's not a flippin' character. Mysterious, chill, space age hipster. Coffee beans sourced and roasted with a journey through the void theme. Logo direction. Retro sci-fi meets artisan packaging. UFOs beaming up coffee beans, astronauts holding mugs. Go wild. I like the idea of beaming up coffee beans. I like the idea of a UFO coffee bean shape. I think maybe swapping the annihilating button around, extending the button at the bottom of the logo. Possibly, yeah. Possibly. Plenty more to be done. It could do with more panic as well. More chaos. Oh, oh God. You've infected me with your yawn. Oh, this creativity stuff's draining. Oh, dear me. By the way, if anyone would like to learn how to design professionally with Photoshop and Illustrator and with feedback from me along the way, don't worry, there's no time limits with the courses or anything. I've got my Pro Designer mentorship linked at the top of the chat. And essentially, it's just going to shortcut that learning process. I've been doing design for 20 years professionally. So if you just want to accelerate the speed at which you can learn, just check it out. You know, I'm there to support you as well and give you feedback on your work, which is just going to help accelerate that process. Impressive smashing these out in so little time. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's just a good exercise. Like, you know, it's just doesn't matter. There's no judgment. If it works, it does. It doesn't. I think as creatives, anyway, when you put people are always going to judge you and criticize you and say, "Oh, you're rubbish, you're crap," blah blah blah. It's just a load of horse shit. It's all noise. You know, at the end of the day, that's why I love doing these streams. It's just like, look, this is how I work. It ain't perfect. It ain't smooth. The design process. A lot of people present online when you follow on Instagram like this. This is the process. It's just a straight line. It's not. This is a design process. And then this is the I don't know what the bloody hell I'm doing step. And then you, why did I do this? And then you sort of get down here, regretting and reconsidering life choices. And then there you go. You get a fantastic logo at the end and you remember actually you're really good at what you do. It just, like, it's just the way it goes. Artboards end up a mess. You know, right? Rough ideas are crap, you know. They're meant to be crap. They're rough ideas. You know, you ever seen me sketch? It's awful. It's just the way it is, you know. So if you've got a really silly, strange, swirly-whirly process, don't let anyone ever tell you it's crap or whatever. Like, ultimately what matters is the end result, you know. If you get the end result, you know, who cares about the process? As long as everything's looking tip-top, the work's good, you're happy, client's happy. Oh, you're off to the dentist. All right, catch you later, Raquel. Bye. And I'll tell you 5 ways to press the Alt key. Indeed. Okay, we got a couple more. Right, void beans. I'm just going to get some different music on, I think. So I'm going to set up a slightly different playlist. We've got 2 more. The last one's Soggy Goblin. I don't know how the hell we're going to do that. Because I'm probably going to have to illustrate a goblin, and I don't want to. But hey ho, that's what's probably going to happen. Oh, hey Kyle. We do competitions, Kyle. Well, we've not done one for a while. But yeah, we used to do competitions, and we had 3 prizes, usually the mystery box prizes. Take serious skill coming up with a design in 15 minutes that could actually be implemented and has more character than most of the templates on Canva. Yeah. I think it comes down to like experience as well. Like I would never really like if I was doing a project, I can't imagine ever taking 15 minutes on a design. Sometimes an idea does come together very quickly, but then it's all about just refining it, checking that it's right, and going through that process. But it's just a good exercise in creativity, because a lot of times we do have to work fast. We've got to solve problems, we've got deadlines. So there is an element of speed, you know. We can't just take 6 months on a logo. That would be nice. God, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Ha, yeah, maybe. Okay. I mean, by the end of this, it'll be 10 logos in 2 days. I'm happy with that. 15 minutes. Void beans. Right. We need a bean. Need a coffee bean. There we go. We'll start with that. No. There we go. UFO. What does UFO is it like? I'm pretty good at this. There we go. Oh. Then we got a beam. I feel like the brief is just pretty much done the logo. Hipster logos. You got those hipster logos, haven't you? With the you got the thing and then the thing and something else and then so we could do. Idea. Could we combine that with a UFO? Alt key, work please. Or a... Oh no, actually. What about... Come on. Coffee bean spaceship. They're beaming up more coffee beans. That could... How can we do this? We've got to get it looking like a spaceship, but we've got to get the coffee bean in there. Yeah, it does look a bit like a hat. I don't know. Could be a barbecue with like a steak or a corn on the cob on it or something. And then we got our coffee bean line. What the flipping heck is that, Dan? Oh dear. What about letters? What about doing something with the letters? Hey, Gomez. An oval-shaped void rift portal. Hmm. Good evening. JK Graphics? How you doing? It's like a hat. It's a bit crap. Looks like a ravioli. Oh no. The dot on the eye is the spaceship, and the line of the eye is the beam. Nice. That is quite a cool idea. It does mean doing something a bit more tight blurred again. Um, oh crap, my phone died. I got no timer. Poppy's asleep, I'll borrow hers. I got no idea how long I got left. Should we just say 5 minutes? I've actually got no idea how long I've been working on it. Maybe if someone scrubs back on the stream, they could see when I started versus where the time is now. Yeah, I've got 15 minutes. So I've probably spent, what, 10 minutes on this? Is that fair, or? I've lost all track of time. 8 minutes 30 ago. Okay, thank you. Well, we'll go with six minutes then. I'll give myself 6. Void beans. There's so many different things you could do with this. It's just picking one idea. I think trying to combine too many is not really the play. That one's Not great. Let's just try something. Type in cosmic. Ooh, that's cool. In the O. Oh, these are interesting depictions of cosmic or the cosmos. Rockets, swirls. Hmm. I think Raquel said about spirals. Someone did. And then just literally little bits and bobs on the way. I wonder if that would sit in an O. Oh, it needs to be like a circular O, I think. So it's very thick. Oh, it's too small. I need this sort of font, but lighter. And one that's perfectly circular. Um, that could be good. $2 minutes. Add the handle to the O like a cup looking down. Oh, that's a good idea. We could even loop that out to be the cup. So let's see if we can get this to be the cup as well. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Not. The swirl needs to kind of finish in the middle, really, to be like a drink. It's kind of like the cosmos and the swirling of a drink. So I need these circles to be a bit further away. There we go. So it's kind of like a lovely latte. 38 seconds. Shit. I need more letters. I need more letters. Get rid of that. Beans. What time? Let's see. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You wouldn't get the size out of them. They could be coffee beans, but you're just not gonna see any of that sort of detail. See, this is why I like icons. You can get ideas for things like that from icons. You could trim that down a bit. I want to make sure the swirl is central to the letter O, just so it does look like a coffee drink, like a coffee and a cosmos kind of mixed together. So we're shrinking this down. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. And then here, or just smooth out that little kink there at some point. Font-wise, I think this is a good font. It's got like a very sci-fi vibe with the point. Not sure about this at the bottom. So we're going to go convert this to outlines. I'm going to have to kern this manually now. So I'm going to nudge that a bit further. Can we stretch that? No, that is a bit of a no-no. Mm-hmm. I think I want my V wider. It's too narrow for me. So I'm actually gonna draw my own V. Get the sizing right with the stroke. So it's what, 11.5, 11.4. Yeah, that looks good. And now if I flip that and duplicate it, it should be nice and pointy. Now we're going to line the point up first, because that is the important thing. Then I can make it wider. Maybe not too wide. And then I'm just going to throw some white boxes on top, just to see how it looks. You see? I've just made it a little bit wider. And then I can slide my V into position and then kern it. Zoom out. Zooming out makes it a lot easier to kind of kern letters. Kerning is the spacing between individual pairs of letters. Tracking is the spacing between the letters and the word as a whole. So I'm just zooming out, making some adjustments. And I'm going to play with the size a tiny bit. So I want this one to be on the line, exactly. I'm going to make it a bit bigger. If I had it bigger out here, it's just a bit too close to the edge, so I want there to be a noticeable size difference between all of them. Maybe move you over there. Yeah, there we go. We sort of space them apart a little bit. And let's just make sure they sit on the line. I really do like that, actually. I think that might be my favorite so far. Shortcut for outline mode, Command or Control Y. Now the inner part of the spiral, do I keep it deliberately smaller or do I thicken it up to match the weight? I think I do like the variation in weight, actually. And you could thicken up this part, I guess. I'll try it, actually. I wasn't sure about that suggestion at first, but I will try it. I wouldn't taper it to like a fine point. Everything's very sharp, actually, so I feel like the cap at the end might need to be. But I might... Yeah, I don't want it to go to a fine point, but if I thicken it up, I could make the start feel like it's coming off the stroke a bit more. And with the width tool, you can also hold down Alt-or Option and just you can adjust the width from one side. So I can just bring that side in there. Oh, do I round the stroke off? Oh, I don't know. I might have to. Hmm. And then do you also... something like this? Oh, I don't know. I quite like that. I do like that. Do we make you smaller? I don't know, actually, if I like it tapering off or if I like it more kind of similar to what the icon was. More like the planets and their predicted orbit. Well, that is an important consideration, Lindsay. That is an important consideration. Will it get lost? I don't think so, because the word beans could go underneath or it could stack alongside. If it had to go underneath, then the whole thing would need to come down more in size for something like a website header, and then yes, possibly. But because of this, in fact, we could even have the word beans alongside. V is quite notoriously tricky to align to. Right. Oh, God, can't select the right thing. Why is my V disappearing? I think Illustrator's been a bit silly now. It's had enough. So we could, yeah, I think we use the same font, but we'll just go with a different weight. This way we still get those nice spiky sci-fi-esque edges. Just bring it down. Whoops. And I will need to bump the tracking on this as well, because I increased it for the other letters. On the word void. The tracking on this font does feel very inconsistent, which is weird because Futura is a pretty well-known font. It feels weird, like the S and the B are way too far apart and the E, A, N are all too close. Or if we scale this down, we've got another option. You right, me darling? Oh, you're having another sleep again. All right. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Because V is quite horrible to align to, because it's like, well, which bit do you line up to? We could go intentionally smaller and have the word beans deliberately small. We could track it wide, but then we're kind of making life hard again by trying to align things to things. And then if we make it smaller, that could be a problem for legibility. We could try introducing a divider. This gives us something to align to, which makes beans easy to align to, because now we're not aligning to the V, we're aligning to the divider. So that is one way around it. Make the divider thinner. Beans. Oh yeah, that V is a pain in the arse. Extra bold. Oh yeah, V is a weird one to align to. Especially such a pointy V. You can't really rely on the alignment tools for that. You've got to do it more optically with your eyeballs. Void beans. Hey Dan, what's the logo representing? Void beans, cosmic coffee. There is the brief if you'd like to pause the stream and give it a read. Oh yeah, I just need another solution for this one. I mean, it is very cosmic and sci-fi. Is there another font I could use? Like a really sci-fi font? Like I want a pointy... Like I got a pointy V. I want a pointy A. Where's my pointy A? In fact, hang on. Why is the bold one not... Yeah, what? It gets to a certain boldness and it goes non-pointy. I'm sure there's reasons. Yeah, I prefer the pointiness. Because then I can do something that's been done like a million times before. I'm going to do it anyway. And that is... Makes the A pointy. Because it's just, like, super sci-fi or something. Or what's better and a bit less crap, actually, is... We'll just customize the A. We'll just customize it. Nothing crazy, just super safe. And it still just gives it like a little bit of a unique sci-fi-esque style. I mean, with the S as well, actually, we could even customize that. So if I take the angle here with this and mirror that down here, that same angle. And then what I can do is cut the end. I've got to be careful that typographically I don't screw that up. Yeah, that looks a bit weird, actually. That does look a bit strange. All right, we'll leave the S alone. But maybe the E? We could take the... Oh, go away. It's getting hard to select things now. We could take these and we could sci-fi them out. Try and match that A on the angle on the A there. And then we could draw a little triangle here. And flip it around. We've got a slightly more custom E as well. Nothing wild, but just makes everything feel a bit more unique. Even the B, I don't know, might be overdoing it now. Might be overdoing it. Probably should have stopped at A. You could shorten that part. No, you're getting a bit too carried away now, Dan. put the E back. Just put it back some. Put it back. There we go. I like the A though. We'll keep that. And so we'll just knock that out. There we go. Void beans. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Yeah, sometimes that's all it is. You know. Oh, even more. Ah, even more sci-fi. No, stop it, Dan. Just stop it. Because, yeah, I'm not a typographer. There's lots of nuances in typography. I've got enough experience to customize stuff, and I've got enough experience to know that I could screw it up very easily. So I'm always, I tread very cautiously when I'm customizing type. And if you want to do a certain thing, look up other fonts that have the style you like, and you can sort of see what other typographers who have made those fonts do. Like with the poor, what was it, Portisserie yesterday with the P. I've seen the sort of swirls and flourishes around letters like P and stuff with script fonts quite a lot. So I was like, I think I could do a little bit of a swirly thing and get away with it. But if I were to start, do you know what I mean? Like I've seen some designs have like weird things on the edge, and you can do stuff like that. And, you know, obviously I've made that longer now. So now it's inconsistent with the width of other letters in that same sort of class, like the B and the S. So you can very easily screw up typographical things without realizing. So I always tread cautiously. Stuff like that's pretty safe. I think that's my favorite one today, actually. That's just, it's a bit more my style, clean and simple, less drawing a flipping duck's face. A piece of bread. That one I think has the most potential to be flipping awesome. Oh, that one, yeah, that's kind of cool. It's all right. This is I like this one. I feel like actually I might have to manually adjust this as well. The alignment here, even though it might technically be central, you've got to sometimes optically align things by eye so that it looks central. So when I'm kind of sat back, actually no, I might have got it right the first time actually. Oh god, that's a hard one. I think somewhere in between them. And also the spacing between these two elements, what you can sometimes do is just use this as a rough guide, double up the second line, use that as a rough guide if you're not sure. Void beans. Oh, thank you, John. In your opinion, how many colors should a brand have? It honestly depends, but I would say if you're newer to design, if someone's a lot newer to logo design, I would use fewer fonts and fewer colors, generally as a rule. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the stream the other day. I did a video on YouTube as well where I kind of almost fixed and reworked a logo that someone submitted using just Times New Roman. And it's like I always say, like using Times New Roman or Arial, the most basic fonts that are on every computer ever. Using those fonts and doing spacing, tracking, kerning, and all this stuff correctly is way better than randomly picking fonts. Even people I know who have got, they're not designers, but they've got like an okay eye for design. It all goes wrong when they start picking fonts. If you've got no idea what font you're picking and why you're picking it, then probably don't try not to get too carried away with fonts and colors. Because when you're picking, I mean, you might have seen it here. When I'm picking fonts and colors, it's intentional. If you said to me, why have you chosen that font? Hopefully I could tell you. I think for all of these, actually. Apart from the second one. That was just pure desperation. And then you guys fed me Comic Sans. So we don't talk about that. But I think even, yeah, this would work as a Let me just, sorry, let me just clear some space. I've got a load of crap up here. Let's get rid of all this. I'm trying not to get rid of too many rough ideas. It's always fun to look back at the process. That one can go over there. So that's the final one, and then let's just really quickly just do side by side, like a website header version. And then I might have to bring the tracking in. Having those two words with different tracking is going to look weird. Just doing this by eye, nice and quick. Yeah, not too bad. Oh, the sizing's not even the same. What the flip? Oh, it's because of the A. Okay, hang on. We will scale. I thought it looked a bit small. We will scale this up. And we will align it, yeah? Very good. So good, so good. Yeah. So that could work as like a website header version if we needed it to. If that was too small. I think with a bit of tweaking it would be fine. Oh. I love this channel. Oh, amazing, thank you. How do I find the practice projects you did today? The Illustrator file with the 5 briefs is linked in the Discord. So in the main chat, if you want to join the Discord, by the way, there's a link in the description. Yeah, Paul, I'm dreading Soggy Goblin. Oh, God. How do you know when customizing fonts goes too far? I think possibly that's a good question. I think it makes it, and this isn't a sales pitch, I think it makes it easier when you've got someone with experience who can look at it and tell you it's gone too far. So when my students send me designs over message or email or whatever, I'll tell them if that needs tweaking or that needs customizing or is too customized or whatever. So I feel like there's an element of that is sort of down to experience, because sometimes, like I said, you can get a similar font to what you want, but when you're customizing it, you might be customizing it in a way that's totally unique, and there isn't a font like that. So yeah, how do you know if it's gone too far? I guess the best way is to ask a typographer. Who would understand the nuances of letter forms and lettering in general. Or you could ask me, and I will do my best. I've usually got a good eye for that stuff, even though I'm not a typographer. I spend a lot of time working with type, and when you work with type more, you learn a lot about different letters as well. Kind of, you pick up a few do's and don'ts as you go. It's usually a lot easier with like a sans serif typeface. It's when you get into like script and cursive lettering that it can get quite tricky. So having like reference fonts can be especially useful. There's a quick sketch of my cat as a goblin. It's in the Discord. Oh my goodness. That's great. I've not even... I don't think I read the brief for Soggy Goblin. Right. 4, done. Ugh. Soggy Goblin. Oh no. This is going to be so hard.
Well, here we are.
I've got to do a logo for a company called Soggy Goblin.
Soggy Goblin.
Oh.
What's it for?
I don't know. The stream?
What's
This
the
chat, right. Oh, sorry. I understand what you're right. ChatGPT gave it to me. So I think because I was a bit rude to ChatGPT and I called it an idiot or something, and it was like, right, screw you. I'm going to give you some harder briefs. Okay. A fictional pub from a Dungeons and Dragons campaign that became an inside joke. Now a cult Etsy store, mischievous goblin face, peeking over a frothy ale mug, or just go full medieval tavern sign with modern irony. I think I'm going to go for the sign because illustrating a goblin is not going to be something that could be even remotely achieved in a few minutes. It just ain't my style. Let's look at goblins. We'll just look at goblins. What are the characteristics of a goblin? Tavern sign. Silly, rustic, nerdcore. Silly, rustic, and nerdcore. Fictional pub from a D&D campaign. So we could do something with lettering. Although I feel like it needs a goblin somewhere. Yeah, a mascot. Goblin icon. I think we're going to have to, yeah. Just to try and get the characteristics. So that's too cute. Okay, so we've got potentially upwards facing teeth, pointy ears. Okay, pointy ears. Yeah. Pointy ears, round head. The head shape is quite particular. I mean, we could go super minimal and geometric. I don't know if that will work or not. I'm not seeing a lot of minimal stuff. What about minimal? That's probably the best one so far. Okay, so some sort of head, some sort of pointy ears. Frowny. I'm not going to save reference images to the artboard because it could be too easy to just... Because I find this harder, it could be too easy to just copy them too much. So I'm going to deliberately try and just take in a bunch of stuff now and then see what happens. And I am technically cheating right now because I haven't started the timer yet. Okay. Right. Oh, that's a nice one. Not exactly a... I like the style. Maybe we'll copy that for the style. Anyway. Right. Last one. Come on, Dan. Come on. Red eyes and green skin. Maybe. You can put pointy ears on a G. Possibly, yes. We could turn the letter G into a goblin. Maybe. Come on, Dan. You got this, son. 15 minutes. Secretly give myself half an hour and see if anyone notices. Oh, feels like time's going so slow. Oh, hey, Alana. How you doing? curious for this one. Yeah, me too. Me too, Nick. You are back in time for the goblin. Hey, Stonk. How's it going? 15 minutes, right. Be honest. We've got to do 15 minutes. We can't. No cheating, Dan. No cheating. None of that business. Okay. Soggy Goblin. Right. Let's get a G. Right. First of all, I'm going to start with a goblin. If I can just get a little goblin sketch, I'll be happy with that. So, face shape that looks like a potato is kind of like that. And what were the teeth? Smile. We could do them like up. Don't have to be too serious. And the eyes. Slightly more sinister. Definitely a potato. And then we could do some detail with the eyebrows coming around the outside of the head, a bit like Sonic the Hedgehog. We could add some forehead wrinkles, like me. I've got lots of wrinkles. Always have forehead wrinkles. Weird. And a bit of doubling up of the detail on the ears. Still looks like a potato, unless we flip the head around. Now it's an upside down potato. I kind of like it without the head. Ooh, what about like this, but then giving him some little goblin, some little Darth Maul horns. Yes, there we go. And then bring that down into the... Hey, Jason. How's it going? We're doing a Soggy Goblin. Right. I might have to... No. I know what I'm going to do. I'm tempted to use shapes because that is my clean... Everything's got to be perfect style, but we're going to mirror this. We're going to mirror this because then we can draw symmetrically. I win. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Come on, Dan. A little bit of geometricness there. Hey, Afif. All right, we're going to do this for the ear, and we'll stop short. We're going to resculpt. No, we're going to resculpt the eyebrows to be more frowny. We could do. And then we're going to resculpt the eyes. take the smile up a bit more. Then we've got some forehead wrinkles. Could stretch it out a bit too thin. Stretch it out. We've got to pull these bits back to that center line. Just correct the curves and the line work. What am I doing with the chin? Am I going to connect that to this? If I am, I've then got to add some sort of separation for the ears. Something to separate them. Yeah, that could work. Maybe cut that short as well. Time. 7.5 minutes. Right, let's start. Let's straighten you up. This should connect. So we're going to copy this one. We're going to flip it or connect it up, and then I'm going to shrink it down and put it there. There we go. Change the fill color to white. Same for this. Just so we can see how it looks. I can connect them up easy enough afterwards. Do we want slightly rounded corners? Yes. Snap all these points together. The great thing about this is I've only got to do this on one half. You get one half perfect. In fact, the better thing about this actually is that it's not just that you have to do it on one half. As you're drawing, like just then, I could see what I'm doing. I don't use this mode enough actually. This is, if you're doing like a symmetrical design, you could, well, hopefully you can see the value of this symmetry mode. My Illustrator's being a bit silly now. What is going on? I'm gonna reboot. "24-hour stream." Oh, thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. Yeah, if anyone is interested in my Pro Designer mentorship, there is a link at the top of the chat to check it out. So there's a lot of logo design. I teach you Photoshop, Illustrator. It's pretty much everything you'll ever need. It'll teach you everything you ever need in the courses. Plus, I'm there as well, and I'll give you feedback tomorrow, next month, next year, 5 years. And you're just going to level up a lot quicker. I don't know why my Illustrator's been a bit weird now. He hasn't got a nose. He's not got a flipping nose, Dan. Come on. Oh, let's give him a 4 minutes. I want to give him a nose with a ring. Where's my symmetry mode? Like that sort of nose. Let's pen tool it. Be a bit easier. Okay, right. That's turned out pretty well, actually, considering that was my sketch. Oh, that's it. It needs that. Right, this repeat group can be a bit weird, so we've got to expand this. We don't want to expand the stroke, and then you just got a direct selection tool, the leftovers of the group away, and then we've got clean geometry now. We can go in here and try and figure out what the hell's going on here. Let's shape a tool. That, no, okay. We'll separate it. We'll cut that short. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It can be a bit weird trying to work with the remnants of a mirror repeat group. So we got half. Now we're gonna get rid of the fill color. Chop it out of here. Get rid of this stray anchor point there, lurking around. Grab you, reflect tool, flip it, connect it up at the join points. Join. Join. Yep, good. We'll connect you. Gonna connect. Whoops. You, there we go. La la la. Connect you, join. And connect you and join. Smooth. No, that's fine. So we've got like a clean version here. Oh! That's it. That's all oh no. That is time. That is time. Yeah, ear piercings and all sorts. I mean, considering actually, I was not panicking, but just completely freaking out about the prospect of doing an illustration in 15 minutes. That's turned out pretty well. I'm happy with that. I will take that. Let's just add. I was hoping I'd get some time to add some color, but I'm going to do it now anyway. So we're going to make it a live paint group, and we'll just pick some colors, see what happens. Where's the tool? Blacks of the eyes. We'll go with like a.
You've got my phone.
Yeah, I got your phone.
You still need it?
No, I am fully finished with it now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. Turned out okay. I think I'd probably want to refine it and connect it up in a few different ways. Do you know how to draw? Me? Not really, no. It's just a skill that I don't use. Like, I'm just like if I wanted to draw more, you'd think naturally I would draw. But I used to as a kid, and then I just kind of went more into the technology side of it, like Photoshop and Illustrator, and then design, and drawing's more artistic, and design. I mean, obviously you can draw for design, but it's like I went more into that sort of side of things, the design side, and I just enjoyed Photoshop and Illustrator and all that more than drawing. But yeah, I think that turned out all right. I think it, of course, will need considerable refinements. I think what I would probably do to refine this further is go back to the mirror repeat. Like, obviously, I've jumped ahead a few steps to throw in some color and just into time for the timer to go off. But I think this is the bit where I would need to go back now and refine it. And then I would go and check against. I didn't want to have too many references in my head. I just wanted to kind of memorize some of the main characteristics of a lot of goblin icons and symbols and whatever. But I think I would then go back, then look at some other goblin images again. I think here, like, his head kind of becomes the ear, which is a bit weird. So maybe I'd bring that line in a bit, have more of a defined head shape and then ears. I don't know. I'm not sure. Or maybe I'd bring the head out more. And then obviously there's a lot of line work going on here. So then I'd have to think about the coloring style. You know, do I want to have the inside of the ear a different color? If so, I probably need to close that gap and then give it a different color. How am I going to shade this, you know? Because I might do something. Yeah, this always looks cool. What color's that? Huh. Yeah, I love that style personally. If you do like an illustration and you start adding color, and then you feel like the black lines is like the black line work is a bit too stark, what you can do, I think I mentioned this earlier, is just pick a color from the main prominent color. So in this case, the goblin's skin is green. Take that prominent color and then just have like a darker color, a version of that color, and it can sometimes just give it like a really cool look. Love combining a love of drawing with tech. Yeah. That's one thing I love about Photoshop, Jason, is that like, I mean, I suppose you could say what I create art with the photo manipulation stuff, and yeah, I would look at it and go, that's art. But it's using Photoshop to create things that just as an artist drawing I couldn't create. And I just, yeah, I love that I'm able to create these things that otherwise I couldn't create using the software. Hey, they're really interested in your course. Are there tests and stuff? What does the course look like? So the course is divided up into Photoshop and Illustrator. So you can start with whichever one interests you most. Photoshop is more photo editing. Illustrator's logo design, graphic design, icons, illustrations, all sorts of stuff. Are there tests and stuff? There's lots of things that you'll create in the course. I think actually going through the course itself, like, just to give, I'll show you. I will show you. It's easier to show you than kind of me waffle on. Here we go. So a lot of the lessons and some of the modules are in themselves tests because you would follow along. That PlayStation controller, that's a drawing. So there's lots of skills that you learn in the Photoshop module that culminate in creating that at the end. So yeah, you could think of that as a test. This piece of photo manipulation, you create that whole thing from scratch and then you can do what you want with it. What some people do who have enrolled is they do the work and then they send it to me on the Discord. They send it in a private message and then I feed back. They then refine it. I feed back and we go through this process. And that's where I see a lot of growth happening. Like one student in particular, I've still got the picture where she was drawing hair at the beginning before taking the lesson, or when she was just trying out the technique. And it looked more like just drawn lines. And then by the end of it, she was drawing hair and it looked amazing. It looks so good. And maybe I should see if she's happy for me to show that somewhere. Because it's the before and after doing lesson 1.3 is insane. It's so good. Yeah, like here, product retouching, something I see a lot is just the products and the retouching of the products don't look very strong. So it's kind of making it look warm, delicious, and definitely not nutritious. We do linear illustrations. We do full-on illustrations. We do Photoshop illustrations. This is like the tiniest little snapshot of everything. The Photoshop course, we go from a basic wireframe to like a full landing page. There's a poster design. There's a bunch of different logos. So kind of taking a basic font all the way through to a custom logo type. This is all drawn custom and you learn about some of the nuances I mentioned earlier of typography. So this is all completely custom, but it's based on that font. So if you enjoy creating custom logo types, then that would be a really good lesson. Yeah, this is like a tiny fraction of what's covered. But I think that's the thing that I don't really talk about enough, is that I think to get the most out of the course, as you work through the modules and the lessons, send me what you've done. See it as a challenge. And if you want to deviate from what the lesson is teaching and do your own thing, then just do that and then get feedback from me and I'll kind of help you maybe see things that you might not have seen or considered. So I think that part of the process of, using my 20 years of experience to help people progress faster is probably one of the more valuable, well, not one of the more valuable aspects. I think it is a really valuable aspect of that course. And yeah, and I enjoy doing it as well. Like I love just seeing people. Like I can go into some of my DMs in the Discord and I've got like the first version and then the version after we refined it a couple times, and the difference in some of them is just night and day. So thank you, Jason. Yeah, I actually give a shit. Like I'm not just here to sell courses and whatever. Like I I actually genuinely do care. Yeah, with the bleeding red shoe. We got there, Kerry. We got there with the red shoe. We do have evil Yoda, yeah. Awesome, thank you. I've been designing in-house for 4 years, and I feel like I haven't hit. I feel like I have a brick wall with learning everything I can. I've been looking for more insider tricks and better workflows. Yeah, I mean, it's like I think I say it in the trailer as well. If you want to give it a go and you get 30 days to try it out, if you decide that it's not right for you, just let me know. Send me an email, and I'll refund your money. I don't want there to be any risk. There's no pressure, anything like that. But like I say, yeah, if you want to, the courses teach everything from a beginner level through to the best of what I can teach. So it's the most advanced stuff, the tools and techniques that I use all the time on these streams. They're included, and then you get that support from me as well. So, if you want to message me and say, hey, can you set me a made up project? I'll make you up a brief and I'll send it over. It's just, yeah. It's kind of that relationship and just sort of working with people to actually help them grow, rather than just chucking a bunch of stuff at you and saying, there you go, you're on your own. Hey, Christian from Colombia. From experience, I played around with Photoshop for years, and just completing the first 3 or 4 modules from the beginner course, I felt more comfortable using it. Yes, and I could see in your work, Nick, that you were a lot more comfortable using it. And that's what I say, and I love seeing that improvement. Is artistic skill a must to become a good logo designer? Absolutely not. It can't hurt, but you don't need to be an artist. Unless you want to create more like artistic style logos and lots of... She's not here. Unless you want to create more artistic, illustrative logos, then that sort of stuff's going to help. So it kind of depends what type of logo you want to create as well. Oh, thank you, Moosh. Oh. Is it a one-off payment? Yeah, one-off payment. There's no subscriptions or anything. It's just one-off, and then it's a one-off payment, and you get the course forever, but you get support from me forever as well. So, that just comes as part of it. You don't pay anything extra for that support, which is pretty bloody good, I think. That's pretty reasonable, if I do say so myself. How do you go live on YouTube from a MacBook? You download OBS. OBS is the streaming software. And watch a tutorial on YouTube. It's pretty straightforward, actually. It's really not too bad. And if you're on a MacBook, you've probably got a webcam built in, so... Do you feel that AI has a place as a design tool in your work? Yeah, that's a really good question, and my answer might change in a few months because it's just one of those things that's constantly changing. In my work, it's difficult because I do the creative stuff. It's definitely helped in terms of business stuff, helping me plan sales pages, helping me restructure copy and wording, helping me bounce ideas off. So if I've got like a business idea or a sales page idea, or should I do this or should I do that, it's good to just be able to throw something at this supercomputer AI and just get pros and cons for each. And sometimes it will come back with things that I've not even thought of. So I do find it quite handy in that sense. It's been handy for generating these briefs. I think probably not so much the creation process. I mean, what I could have done is I could have got Illustrator to generate me some goblin vectors. Didn't think of that. That could have been handy. I wouldn't use them, but I could use it as inspiration. Oh, you're welcome, Anjeeb. Yeah, if you do have any questions about the mentorship or anything, hello@dansky.com, and that's my email, and I'll reply to you. Oh, thank you, Nick. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I really do. I really do care. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's like pretty standard as a teacher, but yeah, I know you're always going to get some people who it's just about the it's just a job, or they just just about the money. But nah, I genuinely do care. If someone's not having a good time, I will genuinely lose sleep over it, which isn't too bad because I don't sleep very well anyway, so I can cope all right. That's a good question for Hanger. It depends on the logo and the use. Gradients and print, you got to be careful sometimes because depending on the printing process, gradients can be a bit tricky. Nowadays, though, if it's going to be like website app, social media stuff, a lot of online things, then there are a lot of brands that do use gradients in their logos. Or you could have a gradient version as your main one, and then you have like a fallback, which is a solid color version if you would need to have that. Oh, thank you, Kerry. Oh, love you, dude. Thank you. Who owns AI images that get spat out? Flipping, who knows? Who blimmin' knows? Got no idea. Is it just you, or do you have people there for support in case you're busy? No, it's just me. It is just me. I am technical support. Hello, you're through to Dansky. How may I take your call? Please press 1 for support, 2 for design questions, 3 for red shoes. Oh, thank you, Jason. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, oh, that's very kind of you, Kerry. Oh my God, you're being nice to me. You're not taking the piss for once. This is lovely. Well, you did get past stage 1, Kerry, and then you lost the bloody file. So you went back to the start of stage 1. Oh. Oh, that red shoe. That flipping red shoe. Have you found a creative way to find a positive AI approach to logo making? I mean, I don't even really use it in Illustrator. Where is the AI stuff? Is it on the irritating taskbar that I never use? Yeah, there it is. Oh no, it's over here as well. Good, we can get rid of this thing. I hate that thing. Useless. Okay, let's just do a goblin logo and see what it generates. Style reference. We'll just see what it spits out. So this could be, yeah. God, these are a lot better than last time. So these are obviously highly detailed. I wonder if you could go simple goblin logo. Because I would probably look at this and go, oh, I like the colors in this. I would probably take the colors. I would take inspiration from the style of the eyes. I wouldn't use this exactly. I would look at the face shape. You can see it's kind of got a similar thing for the, what would you call that? The brow, the eyebrows, kind of that detail coming around here. You got some more cheekbone detail and a squared off jaw. I'd probably take, in fact, I might actually keep that one. I like the colors and I like the characteristics of some of the parts of the face. So I'd probably take that and try and use that as a reference and those characteristics to refine mine. Mine looks looks so shit by comparison. Oh, that's funny. Is that because that does look really cool? But it's just overly detailed, and the line work is obviously pretty scrappy. But as a reference, that could be quite cool. So maybe I'll carry that on at some point. We'll see. That would be that would be an interesting one actually. To take this and then try to refine it with that reference image, and then do a before and after. Hey, Gian. Back to work. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Jason. I'll catch you later, man. I think it would give you something completely different. Because I got 3 different ones here, and then I could generate... Yeah, it won't give you the same, I don't think. I'll be very, very surprised. But you could try it and see what it does. Oh. Right. There we go. That is 5 logos. Let's just do a quick recap. Has anyone else done anything in the Discord? No. Where do I find the briefs from today's practice? Scroll up. There's the Illustrator file. If you want to join the Discord, there's a link in the stream description as well. Also, actually, I don't mention this enough either. If you want to get lots of really actionable design tips and all sorts of little bits and pieces, I've got my 30 days of design gold linked in the description as well. And what this is there's 30 emails, you get 1 per day, and it's not long or anything. It's just a few actionable tips that things that you can take into your own work. So it might be one email. One of the early ones is about color. How do you pick colors? One is about fonts and using too many fonts, what to do, what not to do. So if you want those bite-sized tips just sent to your inbox completely free for 30 days, then there's a link to that in the stream description as well. And if it gets annoying and you're like, oh my God, shut up, Dan, stop sending me emails, there's just unsubscribe and and it'll stop. But otherwise it could be some quite like it's some of the best little nuggets of advice that I could give after 20 years in the game, about things like choosing colors, fonts, gradients, tips for your portfolio, that kind of stuff. I did something in the disc. Oh no, what have you done? What have you done? Oh no! No! Oh, it's Dan Ross.
Oh, I saw those.
Oh,
The one but above it as well.
with the cheese.
And there's a sponge.
Oh, am I a sponge, am I?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me.
It looks like Walter White as well.
It really does, doesn't it? I don't know. I reckon. Give me a few more years. Bald head, goat. Bald head. I reckon. I'm Mr. White. That is my name. Bald head, goatee.
I'm Mr. White.
And I'm Mr. White. This is my name. I reckon I could pull off a Mr. White. You just give me another. How old is Bryan Cranston? You give me another, I don't know, 15, 20 years. Give me that hat, bald head, goatee, glasses. Could pull off a Mr. White. Anyway, let's look at these logos. So we've got the Crumb Lord. Dun, dun, dun. We've got this flipping thing, Duck Detective. I thought that would go a bit better than that, but yeah. We've got Mild Panic, which I think is kind of cool. I'd like to see that mocked up actually with some, like on a homepage with all the stuff and the crazy colors in action. Void Beans. We didn't really get to color here, but I love the design. I really do like that sort of cosmic coffee swirl. That's kind of cool. Could try and get a mug in there as well, maybe. Just a little mug handle in there. that could be the icing on the cake. And it would fit quite nicely in that space with the shape of the V as well. So that could be something to do. And then the goblin, which, yeah, considering I was breaking it to some extent, it turned out all right. Just needs lots of work. Lots of work. Oh, right. That is nearly 4 hours, and I am cooked. Part 3, Goblin Design. Maybe. Oh, right. Amazing. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to do more of these, by the way, we can keep doing logos all flipping week. We can keep going. Goblin, Andrea, your turn. Yeah, I do like these streams. They're quite exhausting, doing 5 logos in the space of just, a few hours, but it's good fun. It's good fun, and by the end of it, just get a bunch of different ideas. Some good, some bad, some flipping awful. But hey ho, what's the next? When's the next one? I got no idea. I wasn't planning on doing one today, but it's just, this is where the chips fell. But we'll definitely try and get another one in this week because they're just too fun not to.
I'll be back on later.
I'll be back on later tonight, yeah. God, no, I need a break. I need a break in an early night because I've got PT tomorrow with Liam. Right. There's a link at the top of the chat if you want to check out the Pro Designer Mentorship. And now I'm going to play you a trailer that hopefully you enjoy. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.